Today, we're flying on American Airlines' brand spanking new premium economy on their 7879P from London Heathrow to Chicago O'Hare. We'll take a look at this gorgeous new cabin, the food, the service, and how to make sure that you're booking a flight with the new cabin and not the old one. Most importantly though, we'll see whether or not it's worth the extra cost to upgrade to premium economy from economy. But first, our trip starts off here at London Heathrow Terminal 3. Here's what the check-in counter looks like. As a premium economy passenger, you do get priority check-in. You'll also get 2 pieces of checked luggage weighing 50 pounds or 23 kilograms each. And after we've cleared security, let's get to our flight.
Okay, so American Airlines, unfortunately, like a lot of airlines, does not provide premium economy passengers with lounge access. That is okay though, because I am still really excited to check out their new cabin, so let's get to boarding now.
And here she is, our 787-9, or as American Airlines likes to call it, the 78P, where the P stands for premium. By the way, you'll know that you'll be on a 787 with the new cabin because when you go to make your booking, the aircraft details will be listed as 78P. If you don't see the letter P, that means the flight is scheduled to have a 787 with the older cabin. So just make sure that you double check if you want to fly on the new aircraft. Today, we'll be boarding out of gate 23, and as a premium economy passenger, you do get priority boarding. You'll board in group 4, whereas economy passengers will board in groups 5 through 9. Our premium version of the 787-9 aircraft today has 32 seats arranged in a 232 configuration for premium economy. Today, we'll be sitting in seat 19L. The seats are leather and have a 19-inch width between armrests as well as a 38-inch row pitch. Between the seats, you'll find a double wide armrest, and at the end of the armrest is a small cocktail ledge for drinks. And up in front of the seat, behind this little tray area, there's wireless charging available for your phone or other devices. And just below the wireless charging, there's also this leather storage pocket. I have to say that the fact that they use leather was a really nice touch. In terms of legroom space, this is what it looks like. And there's also a foot pedal that comes down as well. Underneath the seats in front of you, this is how much space you'll have to store your personal items or to stretch out your legs. And since we're already down here on the floor, I figured that now's a great time to show you the calf rest that flips up as well. In addition to the wireless charging, there's also 2 universal charge ports and 2 USB-C ports found in the center armrest for each person. Coming back on top here, there are 2 headphone jacks for the headphones in between the seats. And right by the leather headrests, there are privacy wings so that you don't have to stare directly at your neighbor during the flight. When it's time to eat, or if you need a surface to do some work, the tray table pops out from the center armrest. The tray table does have a faux marble pattern, which looks really fresh, as well as a small metal stand that pops up to hold up your devices. As for the seat recline, you'll get 8 inches in premium economy. This is what it looks like when you're reclined, and when you're unreclined. And yes, the recline is the exact same, even if you're in the last row like I am. There were no welcome drinks, but they did hand out these water bottles that fit perfectly in these water bottle holders in front of the seats. And as they announce that boarding is closed and the safety video starts to play, I was super excited because it turns out there was nobody sitting next to me on this flight. I couldn't believe it. I felt like I had just won the lottery. Shortly after takeoff, it's now time for lunch. There were no paper menus provided, but I did pre-order my meal online before the flight, and there was a choice between chicken pesto or manicotti pasta. I went for the chicken pesto. It was a roasted chicken breast served with vegetable medley and a pesto sauce. On the side, there was a garden salad with balsamic dressing, a dinner roll, a container of Laughing Cow cheese, some crackers, and for dessert, a chocolate toffee square. premium economy meals do come served on real ceramic plates with linen napkins as well as metal cutlery. In terms of food quality, I was worried that the chicken would be dry, but it was actually pretty juicy and tender, so I do stand corrected. I was pleasantly surprised. I give it a 7.5 out of 10. The vegetable medley, on the other hand, was a little bit too salty for my personal taste, which is unfortunate because I actually think it would have been good otherwise. The texture was really great though. As for the chocolate toffee square, I am a huge fan of both chocolate and toffee, so this was a thumbs up for me. Now that lunch is done, let's check out the lavatory. There are no dedicated lavatories for premium economy passengers, so we'll have to share with the economy class. That's 4 washrooms shared amongst 32 premium economy passengers and 161 economy passengers. Other than some standard hand soap, there aren't any other amenities, and the garbage bin unfortunately is manual. There's no foot pedal, and it's not an automatic opening either. There's also a half-size mirror on the back wall, but it doesn't go to the floor, so it's not full length, which for me personally is completely fine, but might not be if you're a fashionista that likes to check out your outfit. Alright, let's head back to our seats now so that we can check out the amenities and the IFE. Okay, let's check out the amenities, which are all located inside this amenity bag. First up, there was a very interesting looking pillow. It's by the company Ostrich Pillow, and it's actually a lumbar support pillow. I have to say that it did feel really great on the back, although it also seemed to fit perfectly on the headrest as well. Here's what the blanket looks like. I did find it to be a bit thin, but I still found it to be sufficient enough in keeping me warm. The blanket is made from 50% recycled polyester, which, according to this tag, is the equivalent of 12 plastic water bottles. No information on what the other 50% is made of, though. There was also a pair of headphones. This is what they look like. They are noise reducing, but not fully noise cancelling. In terms of audio quality, they were decent enough for premium economy headphones, but maybe you'd want to bring your own if you want that full noise cancellation and top-notch audio quality. This is the amenity kit. It's a limited edition design by New York-based designer Brandon Blackwood. American Airlines takes a unique approach to amenity kits, offering a rotating set of amenities and featuring different limited designs and brands throughout the year. If you're a frequent flyer with American, I can see this as being really great, as you can always expect a new amenity kit designs, and you probably won't get bored. Each kit also comes with some information about the limited edition designers, and I do think it's nice that American is supporting multiple local artists. Inside the kit, there was a pair of black socks, an eye mask, lip balm, hand and body lotions, a dental kit, as well as a pair of earplugs. Now let's talk about the IFE, which is a 13.3-inch 4K touchscreen display, although there is also a remote available tucked inside the center armrest. I personally never used the remotes, but I have to say that this one is very slick and modern, and was also very responsive. The screen is also adjustable, so you can find the perfect viewing angle. And there's also a USB-A, USB-C, and headphone ports at the bottom of it. In terms of the actual entertainment options, there was a decent amount of movies and TV shows available, although I don't feel like their offerings are as comprehensive as the ones you'll find on Delta or United. There's also Bluetooth capability available, so you can also connect your own headphones if you want. The one feature that I did really love about this IFE was the watch party option. It basically lets you send an invite to another passenger so you can watch the same movie at the exact same time. Basically, watch a movie together. That way, you don't have to end up doing something like this. Throughout the flights, the FAs did offer snacks. There was a mini vanilla ice cream, which was delicious, as well as a bag of mini pretzels. The funny thing about these pretzels was that there was clearly a manufacturing error because inside there was only one pretzel. I'm including this uncut clip of me opening the pretzel bag to show that I'm not exaggerating here. There it is. exactly 1 pretzel inside this bag. I actually found this to be really funny. Let me know if something like this has ever happened to you before, or if it's just me. There was also a box of snacks located at the front and the back of the cabin, so you could get more snacks if you wanted. For research purposes, I obviously had to get another bag of pretzels, and thankfully, this one had more than 1 pretzel inside. And with only 1 hour and 16 minutes left in the flight, it's now time for the pre-arrival meal. And then we'll talk about the cost and whether or not premium economy on American Airlines is worth it or not. For the pre-arrival meal, I chose the mini sliders. These were not only adorable, but also pretty tasty. There was also a side of fruit and some passion fruit cheesecake. The FA was actually really sweet. She saw that I was taking videos of the food, and she offered to let me take some videos of the second meal option as well. She just offered all on her own. I didn't ask her to do this or anything. So here it is. The second meal option was the Mediterranean salad. It came with hummus, couscous pearl salad, falafel, and some pickled cabbage. This actually looked pretty good as well. And as we're about to land, let's talk about how much all this cost and if premium economy on American Airlines is worth the extra cost. So I did use points for this flight, and one way between London and Chicago was 35,000 Alaska miles plus $386.01 in US dollars in taxes and fees. At that award redemption rate, it was definitely worth it for me. However, let's take a look at what the cash cost would have been. Obviously, prices are dynamic and the cash cost can vary widely depending on when you book. But when I booked this flight, which was about 5 months prior to the flight date, the cash cost would have been anywhere from $562 to $1,000 US dollars for economy. Premium economy was just under $2,000, and business class was just under $3,000. All prices are round trip in US dollars, which means that premium economy would have cost anywhere from 2 to 4 times the cost of economy, depending on which economy fare you choose. But let me know what you think about these prices. Do you think premium economy is worth 2 to 4 times the cost of economy? As always though, thank you for joining me on board today. And if you've enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing. It really does help, and then we can fly together again soon.